Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. This is your inveterate reporter coming to you from a wet and humid Central Florida. I say wet, but it is certainly not as wet as our fellow Americans have experienced and continue to experience in Texas. And right here in Florida and, of course, in Texas, the hurricane season has begun June 1st. I don't know that our government is prepared to help Americans in disasters. There have been huge cuts, and these cuts have been very impactful, particularly in the situation that we see in Texas. Several of the top level positions in the National Weather Service went unfilled because several of the top officials took the early retirement proposal by President 47. And once they left, the administration, in its way of cost savings, didn't fill the position, apparently. And that goes on down the line. The New York Times had an article about that today. So this, along with, of course, President 47's ability to really skate around accountability on just about anything. Of course, this is the first time we've had a convicted felon in the White House as president. And it's baffling to me that my fellow citizens have allowed this to occur, his supporters. I know that he hates the people that his supporters hate, so that's why they support him. And that's unfortunate. But the cognitive dissonance in all of this, cognitive dissonance, by the way, I'm sure you know it, but I will define it in my very, very minimal definition, is when you do something that is against your benefit. And voting for a person like President 47 certainly was against the benefits and the lifestyle and the safety net for middle class and poor people in this country. It's a shame. And we get more and more and more of this. His penchant to use the word hate the other day in a speech where he purportedly was trying to sell his big, beautiful bill after he had signed it. He said he hated the Democrats and he hated the liberals. Hated. He said that about Taylor Swift, I believe, prior to his election, that he hated Taylor Swift. I mean, what type of example is this, not only for our children, but for our fellow citizens, for the world? The President of the United States talking about he hates. Very, very, very bad. Very bad. Well, that's my reading of the situation today, June 6th, 2025, Sunday afternoon. We keep watching what's going on in Texas. The death toll has risen to 80. We keep watching what's going on in Gaza. There was talk of some sort of a ceasefire with Hamas, but I understand today that Israel went back into Gaza and at least 60 to 70 people have been killed. It goes on, and 47 said he was going to end the Ukraine war in 24 hours. Same thing with Gaza, in 24 hours. And one of them, he said, before I even get elected, before I even get into the White House, after my election, I can solve it. The man talks big, ladies and gentlemen. He talks big and he does some dastardly big things. But truth is certainly not one of them. Okay, au revoir. Bonne nuit. Let me keep myself in the frame. You have a good night.